welcome to TradeFlash. TradeFlash. The show where we give you the latest high, lows and whoop-de-doos. So what's the big news stories of the day that you need to be aware of right now? What are the biggest movers of the day of stock, currencies, cryptos, commodities, indices and more? So find out everything you need to know in today's episode of TradeFlash. TradeFlash. So let's have a look at the latest news. The US Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said on Sunday that American workers who earn $60,000 per year should receive stimulus checks as part of the White House proposed $1.9 trillion coronavirus relief package. The exact details of how it should be targeted are to be determined, but struggling middle-class families need help. The White House has said it is open to negotiation on who should be eligible to receive the proposed $1,400 checks and has declined to specify where it thinks the income cut-off should be. And a new Astra vaccine in development to fight South African variant. Vaccine developers said that they are working on a new shot to combat the South African strain of coronavirus after early data suggests the AstraZeneca product has limited efficiency against mild diseases caused by the variant. There isn't yet enough information from research to show whether the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine is effective at preventing severe COVID-19 cases, hospitalisation and deaths, the company said in a statement. Sarah Gilbert, leading the Oxford University AstraZeneca vaccine program, said work is already underway to adopt the vaccine to deal with specifically with the South African variant. New shot is very likely to be available by the autumn, she said. And the Bank of Israel said on Sunday it bought $6.832 billion of foreign currency in January, helping to weaken the shekel from a 24-year peak and taking forex reserves to a new record high of $179.5 billion. Last month, the central bank said it would buy $30 billion of forex in 2021 to try and stem the shekel's appreciation after buying $21 billion in 2020. In the indices on Friday, the S&P 500 went up 0.39%, whereas the Dow 30 went up 0.3%. The DAX, however, went negative at 0.3%, and the FTSE 100 also negative as well at 0.22%. So let's have a look at the stocks, and one of the most surprising of all is the Atlantic America Corp, who rose 117.57% on Friday after releasing absolutely no press releases whatsoever. The company has confirmed that they haven't released anything since November of last year. And a similar situation for the B Square Corp, who also didn't release any news and still managed to receive a 67.89% increase. Virgin Incorporated rose by 61.54% on Friday after a recent deal with an Indian-based vaccine developer, Bharat Biotech, to potentially bring Covaxin, a COVID-19 vaccine candidate, to the US market. And the three biggest losers on Friday in the stocks were ATA Creativity Global, who went down 55.73%, as well as Sava, which is Cassava Sciences, which went down minus 29.37%, and Vuru Incorporated, minus 23.70%. So let's have a look at the most common currency pairs. Let's start with the euro to the US dollar, down 0.3%. The US dollar to the Japanese yen, 0.04% change, negative. And the GBP to the US dollar, 0.13% negative. The Australian dollar to the US dollar is 0.17% negative. And the US dollar to the Canadian actually went up, the only one in our group today, at 0.03%. And a quick look at the cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin down 1.98% on Friday, and Ethereum also down negative 5.28%. So let's have a look through the commodities there. In the energy sector, crude oil went up 0.69% and natural gas went down 2.45%, whereas the Brent oil down 0.05% And looking at metals, gold went up 1.22% and silver rose up in 2.99%. Let's have a look at some of the other ones then. So in coffee, 0.3%, 0.36% rise, and in cotton, negative 1.83%. Sugar, however, a 2.31% rise. So let's have a look at some of the events we've got coming up this week then. So inflation expectations from the New Zealand Bank. Previous was 1.59%. On Wednesday we've got the Consumer Price Index announcement from the US, and then the Bank of England Governor Bailey, we're expecting a speak from him around 12 o'clock UK time. So that's it for today. You are now up to date. I'll be back for tomorrow with more. Remember, like, share and subscribe so you can be bang up to date with TradeFlash.
TradeFlash.